Hello people of YouTube, today we're covering the complete installation of the Home Decorators Collection 52-inch Colemont ceiling fan. This is a dual mount fan, so it can be hung on a standard flat ceiling or it can be hung on a higher angled ceiling with an extension downrod that you purchase separately. The fan has an uplight and a downlight. Both are integrated LED technology and both are independently controlled with the included remote control. And both are dimmable. Both the uplight and the downlight are dimmable. So the fan does feature a shatter resistant plastic bowl light shade. This will mimic frosted glass with the added benefit of not breaking if it's dropped during cleaning or if it's bumped with something, if the kids are getting rowdy and hit it with a tic-tac-toe ball or whatever Nintendo Switch they're using. You know, we all know kids play baseball in the house even though they're not supposed to. Sometimes it hits the light shade. This won't break if it's hit. Alright, my cameraman's telling me to stop babbling. If you found this video and you're stuck in your installation, you can use the links below and that'll fast forward and get you to that next step so you don't have to watch the video. If you find it helpful, please click like and subscribe down below and that'll help other people find it as well. So right now we're going to take you step by step and get this whole installation done. Now before we get started, just a couple of notes. You want to make sure that the outlet box is clearly marked acceptable for fan support. If you're just replacing a light fixture on your ceiling and you're placing this ceiling fan where that light fixture was, you want to make sure that the outlet box is clearly marked acceptable for fan support. If it's not, you'll need to replace that before beginning. And one other note, this is an easy project, but if you don't feel comfortable working around electricity, please consult with a licensed electrician. But before getting started, make sure that the electricity is turned off at the breaker box and at the wall switch. So as you can see here, we've already unpacked the fan. We're just going to go over the parts to make sure that we have everything before beginning. That way we don't get stuck along the way. So first off, you have the fan motor. The fan motor has the LED uplight already built in, so it's ready to go. You have the shatter resistant plastic bowl, the decorative motor collar cover, the slide on mounting bracket. That's pre-installed inside the canopy, and we'll show you in the first step how to remove that to get started. You'll have 5 reversible blades. Just pick the finish that's right for you. You have 5 blade arms. You have the ball and downrod assembly. Have the LED module. That's for the downlight. You have the light kit pan. You'll have the remote and the receiver. Now the remote does include a wall cradle for convenient storage when it's not in use. And the receiver has these easy connect wire harness plugs that connect right to the fan to make wiring that much easier and quicker. You'll also have some wire extension. If you're hanging this fan with an extension downrod on a higher angled ceiling, you'll need these wire extensions. And you'll have this hardware pack with the blade attachment screws, the blade arm screws, the hanger and locking pin, and the plastic wire nuts. Okay, so we have all that. Just some tools we're going to need for this easy project. It's a Phillips head screwdriver. You may need some wire cutters and strippers. We like to have a line voltage tester to make sure the wires aren't live before beginning. You'll need some electrical tape and of course a ladder. So we have everything we need. We're ready to begin. Let's do this. The mounting bracket comes pre-installed inside the canopy with the decorative ring attached. To remove the mounting bracket, first pull off the decorative ring. It's magnetic, so it just pulls off. You'll notice an alignment post at the base of the canopy. You'll need to loosen but not remove the 2 screws in the base of the canopy, enough so that that alignment post can exit that hole. Once those 2 screws are loosened, you'll simply lift and twist the mounting bracket to remove it from the canopy. This fan features a slide-on mounting bracket for easy installation. The bracket has 2 keyhole slots that will align with the 2 screws in the outlet box. Simply align the slots of the mounting bracket with the screws in the outlet box and then slide to hold in place before tightening. This is just a demonstration. To install the mounting bracket, begin by using a Phillips head screwdriver to loosen but not remove the 2 screws in the outlet box. Next, feed the house supply lines through the mounting bracket and align the slots of the mounting bracket with the screws that were loosened in the outlet box. Then slide the mounting bracket into place. Then, use a Phillips head screwdriver to completely tighten both of the outlet box screws and secure the mounting bracket. Make sure that both screws are completely tightened. Before attaching the downrod, you'll need to use a Phillips head screwdriver to loosen but not remove the 2 set screws located on the motor collar. Next, gently pull the green ground wire from inside the ball and downrod assembly. Then, place the canopy on the downrod so that the downrod exits the smallest hole of the canopy. Next, place the decorative ring on the downrod. Make sure the black side with the notches is facing towards the canopy. The last piece is the decorative motor collar cover. Slide that onto the downrod, making sure that the largest opening is facing towards the end of the downrod. Then gently feed the wires through the bottom of the downrod so that they exit through the ball portion. Gently pull the wires through until the downrod meets the motor collar at the top of the motor. Align the holes with the bottom of the downrod with the holes in the motor collar at the top of the motor. Use the locking pin and hanger pin included in the hardware pack to secure the downrod to the motor collar. With the holes aligned in the downrod and the motor collar, gently insert the hanger pin through one hole of the motor collar so that it exits through the opposite side. Make sure not to jam the wires inside the downrod. Once the hanger pin is through the motor collar, secure it by placing the locking pin in the holes at the end of the hanger pin. Once the hanger pin and locking pin have been set, use a Phillips head screwdriver to completely tighten the 2 set screws on the motor collar. Once those screws are tight, slide the motor collar cover down and rest the canopy ring and canopy on the motor collar cover. Before hanging the fan, it's important to note the slot in the ball that will engage the tab in the mounting bracket. When hanging, you'll insert the ball into the mounting bracket and then rotate the fan assembly until you feel the slot engage the tab. This is just a close-up demonstration. Before hanging the fan, move the house supply lines out of the way to make room for the ball to insert into the mounting bracket. Lift the fan assembly up to the ceiling, noting the location of the slot and the tab in the mounting bracket. Insert the ball into the mounting bracket. Rotate the fan assembly until you feel the slot engage the tab in the mounting bracket. The fan will drop slightly when properly seated. Before installing the receiver, insert the battery into the remote. To remove the battery compartment cover, simply slide it off and insert the battery according to the diagram inside the battery compartment. You'll note the dip switches in the remote control and the dip switches in the receiver. If you have more than one remote control fan in the house, it's a good idea to change these settings to avoid possible interference between remote controls. To change the dip switch settings, use a small tool like a screwdriver and set the dip switches to a unique setting of either up or down. They can be set to any position as long as the remote and the receiver settings match. There's also a light control switch in the battery compartment of the remote. This switch is labeled O and D. To disable the dimming function of the light kit, set the switch to O. To enable the dimming function, make sure the switch is set to D. Once all settings are made, replace the battery cover by sliding it onto the remote. When installing the receiver, you'll notice that one side has the 2 quick connect wire plug harnesses. Those will connect to the fan wires. The other side has 2 wires that will connect to the house wiring. Move the house wiring to one side of the mounting bracket to make wiring easier. When installing the receiver, make sure the flat side of the receiver is facing towards the ceiling. Then insert the antenna end of the receiver into the mounting bracket so that it rests on top of the ball and downrod. Begin wiring the fan by connecting the quick connect wire plug harnesses from the receiver to the wire plug harnesses from the fan. There's a large one from the receiver that will connect to the large one from the fan, and a small one from the receiver that will connect to the smaller plug from the fan. Once those connections are made, gently tuck those wires around the mounting bracket and outlet box. Next, take the green wire from the ball and downrod assembly and twist that wire together with the green wire from the mounting bracket. Next, connect the green wires to the bare copper house wire. This is the ground connection. Finish the connection using a plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Next, take the white wire from the receiver and twist that wire together with the white wire from the house supply lines. These are the neutral connections. Twist those two wires together and finish the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Finish the wiring by taking the black wire from the receiver and connecting that wire to the black wire from the house supply lines. This is the power connection. Twist those two wires together and secure the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Once all the wire connections have been made, gently tuck the wires around the mounting bracket and into the outlet box to make room for the canopy to attach. The canopy attaches to the mounting bracket using two keyhole slots on either side of the canopy that will align with the two screws at the base of the mounting bracket. Align those holes with the screws in the mounting bracket and push the canopy up so the screws come through the keyhole slots, and then twist to hold the canopy in place. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to tighten those screws and secure the canopy. You can tilt the fan to make extra room for the screwdriver to access the screws. Make sure both screws are completely tight. The decorative ring is magnetic. You just need to align the slots of the decorative ring with the two screws at the base of the canopy, and then slide the decorative ring up, and it will attach itself to the bottom of the canopy. To assemble the blades, you'll need the bag of blade attachment screws from the hardware pack. The blade arms have 3 posts that will align with the 3 holes at the end of the blades. The blades are reversible, so choose the finish that you want and make sure that the opposite side is facing up. Then align the screw holes of the blade with the posts on the blade arm. Press the blade arm and the blades together, and then using a blade attachment screw, start one screw in each hole. Once all 3 screws are started, use a Phillips head screwdriver to completely tighten all 3 screws. Repeat this process for the 4 remaining blades. The blade arms have tabs on them that will align with the slots in the fan motor assembly. Insert the blade arm into the flywheel, and those tabs will align with the slots to align the screw holes. Then use the blade arm attachment screws and a Phillips head screwdriver to fasten the blade arms to the fan. Make sure all 3 screws are completely tightened before proceeding. Repeat this process for the 4 remaining blades. The light kit pan attaches to the fan using 2 keyhole slots and a standard screw hole. Those will align with the 3 screws on the black bracket at the base of the fan. Begin by removing and saving one of those 3 screws, and then loosen but do not remove the 2 remaining screws. Remove the rubber band holding the wires at the base of the motor, and gently stretch the wire out. Feed the wires from the fan through the center hole, and align the keyhole slots of the light kit pan with those screws in the black bracket, and then push up and twist to hold the light kit pan in place. Then use the screw that was removed and saved, and a Phillips head screwdriver, and insert the screw into the standard screw hole of the light kit pan. Completely tighten that screw, and then tighten the 2 remaining screws in the keyhole slots. The LED module connects to the light kit pan using 2 keyhole slots and 1 standard screw hole. These will align with the 3 screws on the outer edge of the light kit pan. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, remove and save one of the 3 screws from the light kit pan, and then loosen but do not remove the 2 remaining screws. Connect the light kit to the fan by connecting the light kit white wire to the fan white wire and the light kit blue wire to the fan blue wire using the Easy Snap connector plugs. Lift the LED module up and align the keyhole slots with the 2 screws that were loosened in the light kit pan. Push up and twist to engage the screws in the keyhole slots. Then use the screw that was removed and saved and a Phillips head screwdriver and insert the screw into the standard screw hole of the LED module. Completely tighten that screw and then tighten the 2 remaining screws. Make sure all 3 screws are completely tightened before proceeding. The light shade is an easy twist lock light shade. It uses 3 slots on the light shade that will align with the 3 dimples in the light kit pan. To attach the light shade, align the slots of the shade with the dimples in the light kit pan, push up, and twist to lock in place. Use the 2 screws that were included with the remote control to attach the wall cradle in your desired position on the wall. The fan includes a convenient remote control to operate the fan. Press the power button to turn the fan on or off. Press the 1 button to place the fan in low speed. Press the 2 button to set it to medium speed. Press the 3 button for high speed. Press the up light control to turn the up light on or off. Press the down light control to turn the down light on or off. To dim either the up light or the down light, simply press and hold that button and the light will cycle through the brightness settings. Release the button when the desired brightness level is achieved. This fan features a 3-speed reversible motor. The reverse switch is located on top of the motor housing under the motor collar cover. The factory default is switch left to create a downward airflow for use in the hotter months. To create an upward airflow and pull warm air from the ceiling during the cooler months, place the switch in the right position. Congratulations! Your ceiling fan installation is now complete. Time to sit back, relax with a nice tall beverage, and enjoy your new ceiling fan. As always, thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please click like and subscribe down below, and that'll help other people find it as well. And as we always say around here, keep it breezy.